Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I've got 3 runs going right now. I think we have to finish up with one of them. I suppose it will be the one that I have the least amount of confidence in. And that is, there's Nodelborts, Groonhammer. I don't really know what I'm doing with Groonhammer. This is a pretty good example of how not to play. I'm training up staffs when I'm a caster worshipping Vaomet, and I don't even have that many spells, but it's an experimental run. Let's see how it goes. I want to see if I can be successful with a staff, and I'm starving. Down we go. I think we are on layer 3, and we'll use our staff to beat up everybody but the spiny frog, who we must bolt of magma. That missed. There we go. A minimum delay for the staff is 14, I think. Well, there's a lot of them. Let's get them in a row and bolt of magma them. And this one can fall to a stone arrow. There we go. I didn't really expect this run to turn out as well as it has. I think we'll go for stone arrow on him. Yep, that worked well. Is stone arrow at full power? It is not. But it's quite a serviceable spell. We stone arrow the black mamba. Although I recall from last video I was fighting off black mambas with a staff. And alligators. But not hydras. We'll use our bolt of magma on him. Is Vaomet offering me anything? Venom bolt, which is not something I want. I've never actually trained or used venom bolt. Oh, I may have once. But since so many later enemies are immune to poison. Okay, we're getting rapidly surrounded here. I was trying to get them all in a line, and that didn't seem to work out too well for me. We've got to get back on the stairs here. There we go. And we can drag them all up with us and just fight them all off with the staff. I think it might be wise to choose another staircase down. Blink frogs. A black mamba. Let's pull one blink frog up and find the third and final staircase down. Hope this is a little better. This looks more reasonable. They're in a nice line for a bolt of magma. So we'll employ that to save mana. Thanks to our Ring of Magical Power, we have a lot of mana. Let's drag these blink frogs upstairs and stone arrow them. Blink frogs are fairly dangerous. Let's take the blink frog out first, since he's a lot faster. And we'll knock the snail down with our staff. One final blink frog to go here. And it's all tidied up. Since I'm making so much use of this staff, that wasn't a good idea to step towards them like that. I'm going to step back. I might want to train up staffs a little more. Let's round the corner here again. And I think that's all of them. What am I training? Fighting. We'll get fighting up to 10, and then we'll start training staffs. Even though I'm pretty effective with the staff at 4.5. And here we have a book of conjurations. I hate to do it, but I'm going to memorize Battle Sphere. Do we have any charms? No. Let's get some charms then. Not much, just three or four levels. Shouldn't take long. Oh, here we go, Death Yaks. Let's get back on the stairs. We'll drag two of them up. These are guys I do not want to fight with the staff. I can't take too many hits from them. Even with my decent armor. Charms is up to 2.5 already. Oh, that was not the staircase I wanted to go down. We need to get out of here. I suppose we'll teleport and somehow try to survive for 2 turns. I don't have any blinking scrolls. We can go invisible, so we'll try that. The wand is out of charges. What kind of potions do we have? Invisibility potion, there we go. And we're out of that sticky situation, just barely. So let's head on back and kill some Death Yaks with the aid of our Battle Sphere. And after this fight, our charm should be up enough. Yep, 4.3, that's good enough. Let's just focus fighting for now until it gets up to 10, which won't take long. A caster tab fighting agate snails. I'm starting to like this Gargoyle class quite a bit. Oh. Here's trouble. We'll drag one elephant up with us and employ our Stolen Arrow and Mystic Blast. Or, sorry, Battle Sphere. And go down here. Always, I get greedy for the book and take a step too far. We're going to have to hit this guy with full power, so we are Bolt of Magmaing him. And incredibly, we stood... How many heads was that Hydra? I think it was 8. We stood right there taking shots from a Hydra for 3 turns. And that's pretty impressive. And something has happened. The game crashed? Hold on. No, the game did not crash. I simply did not choose a skill for training. But what should I train? I suppose I'll train staffs for a little bit. We'll get it up to 14. We're getting a lot of mileage out of this staff. Let's see if we can fight an elephant with it. Almost. And I only did that because I thought the stairs were down here, and luckily they are. Battle sphere dies instantly. Let's use the wand of hasting. Get ahead of them a little bit. And teach them a lesson with the old bolt of magma. I really shouldn't have gone down that staircase. This is starting to look pretty bad, so I'm going to teleport, I think. We should be able to take a couple steps, and now we just have some rats to deal with, who put up quite a bit of a fight. Spiny frog. We'll take care of him with a stone arrow. And it's time to rest up and eat. Staff is up to 6 almost already. And here come the elephants. Oh, I did get a book, didn't I? A book of cantrips. Animate skeleton might not be bad. I'm not going to bother with it though. Potion of agility, I'll get that, so I won't drop the chunks. And I think we have an unidentified scroll. Let's hope for a... I was hoping for an acquirement. I haven't had one of those in a long time. Battle sphere and stone arrow are a great combination. I'd like to drop something. Let's just test some of these wands. Cold. And polymorph, okay. Well, I can't do anything here. Oh! I can't move, but I can attack. Well, we're going to drop the polymorph wand. We'll keep the cold wand. We'll drop one of the lightning wands. And that should be good enough. A lone elephant. I'm going to try and fight it with just the staff. Well, hardly took any damage there at all. We're going to need our bolt of magma for this crew here. And we can finish it off with a couple stone arrows. There we go. This gargoyle has proven to be very, very tough. We only have 81 hit points though, so we are susceptible to being killed very quickly if we get a little overconfident and start engaging an enemy that's too tough. We are over halfway to a staff mastery here. It's really one of the most confusing things about crawl is this the whole minimum delay thing. It's not very well explained. Really, crawl is a very non-traditional, well, I think it throws a lot of people off because they expect a game to, these days, to be so easy to hold your hand. Scroll of summoning. Kill them, my summons. My summons are rapidly abandoning me, or being killed off. You see how overconfident I'm getting? I'm just hardly paying attention, really. I mean, swarmed by yaks and a hippogriff, and I'm trying to fight them off with a staff as a caster. You could never get away with this with an elf. Certainly not a deep elf. Okay, some of these guys have to die. I'm going to step back. And I'll finish off the manticore with the staff. There we go. And what have we here? The shoals. My least favorite branch ending. We have an unidentified potion. We might as well, I might as well read a scroll of identify. Potion of porridge? Let's just quaff that right now. Don't feel guilty about quaffing potions of porridge. They are far more likely to be destroyed than permafood. How's Bolt of Magma for hunger? 3 pips, okay. And how's our staff? Almost 9. We'll just let the enemies collect here and Bolt of Magma them. I liked Bolt of Magma before it was unnerfed. I haven't actually noticed much in the way of additional power to Bolt of Magma. But apparently it was fairly weak before, even though I still thought it was a good spell. If you start off as an Earth Elementalist, it's a pretty handy spell to pick up. And I also like that it's a level 5 spell only. So it's fairly easy to get. Let's back off here and use our Bolt of Magma. Took out the ice bear very quickly, the polar bear. And another potion of porridge. Let's just quaff that right now. We are engorged. Let's try on this new amulet. Gourmand. Okay. That changes things a little bit. Let's go back up to layer 2 and drop off some of this junk. Is it layer 2 or layer 1? There we go. We can drop a great deal of the food now. We're not going to be needing much of it. We'll keep the royal jelly and 3 of the meat rations. And we are only doing that we're only doing that in case we find the Minotaur lair. As for rings, we have 2 magical powers. Okay, no wonder. Let's try the cursed -3 ring of dexterity, which will promptly get removed and dropped in the refuse pile here. Along with 122 stones. No wonder we're weighed down so much. Let's try the other unidentified ring. We cannot identify it, so sustenance. Well, I suppose that's alright. It doesn't really matter too much. Anything in these books? No. And we'll drop some of the valuable scrolls. Enchant weapon, enchant armor, enchant weapon 2. And that'll be good enough. Let's just recharge our wand of hasting. That seems to be our most valuable wand. Okay, let's get our staffs up to 14 and see what this gargoyle can do. We are currently up to 9.3. let's drag all these guys up here. Perfect place to stand and fight them. And down they go. Next batch. Oh, he's crafty. He snuck around the back. As did this alligator. But it didn't do them any good, as I am armed with stone arrow. Wand of random effects can be dropped immediately. Stone arrow and a combination of... And now Vehement gives me bolt of fire, which I don't particularly want. We're going off this whole magic thing. With a staff like this, we don't need magic. Oh, except where death yaks are concerned. I don't feel too confident about taking them all on without a little hidey hole. That might do. I don't know if they're smart enough to come around and flank me. Apparently not. Staffs is up to 10.5. And it's certainly getting better. This is really one of the most unfocused builds I've ever had any measure of success at. Probably because he's a gargoyle. And, of course, the fantastic staff I've found. Those are both helping quite a bit. But it just goes to show you that you can find success in crawl if you just play your hand, or play the hand you're dealt. Are we on layer 8? Yes, we are. And there's more death yaks. Well, let's try and kill at least one of them before we have to run away. It's time to run now. Staffs up to level 11. I think we're going to need to find a different staircase down. I used stone arrow in that hydro fight. Let's just see what this ring of dexterity is. +2. Well, it's not great, but it should improve my staff work a little bit. And, well, I'm not sure what ring to wear. I think I'll put the sustenance back on. We will switch out to the ring of invisibility when we go back to the dungeon. Wow, lots of death yaks. Sorry, normal yaks. Lining up conveniently for me. We're not in any danger of running out of mana, but we're starting to get surrounded. Well, no danger at all. What is our armor class? Only 23. I'm surprised we're managing to fend off all these attacks. Let's see if I can fight a four-headed hydra. Yeah, no problem at all. And here's a book of wizardry. Summon Elemental would be a very good utility spell for me right now. Unfortunately, that's going to require me to get summonings up considerably. Oh, and here's a Book of Air. We must memorize swiftness, and I suppose repel missiles. And that's enough. We have to get our air magic up, and it's at -6. That's going to be fairly painful. Regardless, swiftness and repel missiles are still perfectly castable. 1 or 2 levels in air magic will be sufficient. Watch out for these wandering mushrooms. They hit very hard. They might look cute and harmless, but they are not. You know, this was kind of meant to be a very short experimental run. And here I am fighting death yaks hand to hand. One more. We can risk one more. Level 15, we will... Good question. What should we increase? I suppose we'll have to do intelligence. Get another battle sphere up. We only have 2 shots with Bolt of Magma. And now we are reduced to fighting a death yak with our staff, which turns out to be perfectly reasonable. Blink frogs, however, are still pretty tough. We'll have to use Stone Arrow on them. We just fought off 3 yaks with a staff. That's very impressive. You can't petrify me. Let's see what's in here. Oh, what a surprise. Death yaks. This should bring me up to more or less level 14 with the staffs after this fight. Stone arrow, stone arrow. There we go. 13.6, almost there. Let's throw a few conjure flames in the way here. Well, that's a fast death yak. Yeah, we'll just burn you to death. Yet more death yaks. Don't get me wrong, death yaks have killed me many times. I'm not taking them lightly. As I stand here surrounded by death yaks. Let's back off a bit. Staves can go off, and I suppose spell. Let's put on air magic and start the painful process of raising it. Yeah, keep. I don't know how that happened. Probably because I wasn't paying attention and I was enveloped in a cloud of steam. But I just got surrounded by death yaks. I might be playing recklessly, but there's reckless and there's all-out suicidal. All that just to get my air magic up to 1.3. is a bit of a waste of experience. Bolt of Draining. Vehement, why are you giving me these spells? I think we're only going to go as far as 2 with our training with regards to air magic. There we go. That's more than good enough. Let's train up charms a little bit in the same vein. As long as they're usable, I'm happy. Wand of Draining. Why would you give me Bolt of Draining? Ooh, a fine glaive. I have no intention of using this, but... Ooh, it's a pain glaive. Let's just drop it. And that just about finishes the layer. You know, I've just increased my survivability quite a bit with Battlesphere. But I'm more than likely, I'll make a prediction right now, I am going to die in melee combat, testing out my staff abilities. That staff is going to make me overconfident pretty soon. Okay, let's go back up to layer 1 and our stash. Oh, giant slug. Hello. And take stock of the situation here. We do have flight. I am not going to memorize it because I can fly all the time. I think I'll keep flight on for now. It doesn't cost a gargoyle anything to fly or to stop flying to land. Oh, it does. It costs 3 magic points and food. Well. We'll just stay up in the air then. Let's drop some of this food, and I had gourmand, didn't I? And I haven't been using it. Oh well. It's not like we ate any perma food. Let's just get rid of some of this junk. Amnesia. Enchant weapon. Now if we want to make a staff, we have enough in the way of enchant scrolls to make a really nice one. So if I do find a branded staff or ask for a weapon from an acquirement scroll, if I ever find one again, it might be worthwhile getting rid of this weapon, although it is fairly hard to beat. We'll just play it by ear. So that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.